drill, boys? It's Emad Scales, and welcome to another growth operating video. In this video, I'm about to explain how you guys can actually sign your first growth operating client. Now, if you don't know what growth operating is, it's the biz model that's making around $50,000 every single month. I'm about to tell you guys step by step how you're actually gonna sign your first client as a growth operator. So as you can see, if you're trying to get to growth operating, the number one question people always ask me is, how do I actually sign my first client? So today I'm going to break down the exact step-by-step methods that I've personally used, guys, to sign clients, okay? And that's for $3,000, whatever, okay? So I'm about to tell you guys exactly how you're going to sign your first client. Stop saying I'm gatekeeping or this and that. You know, some people are like, stop gatekeeping the method. I'm literally doing it for the love of the game for completely free. I just dropped this whole video. So go grab a pen, a piece of paper, whatever you guys need, notebook, and start taking notes because I'm about to drop all the sauce on how you're actually going to sign your first client. What I mean by first client, that could be thousands of dollars. Like one guy in my program that I'm teaching right now, he's made $4,000 in his third day. That's off one client. So he signed a client and he made $4,000 USD, okay? So that's exactly what I mean by signing a client. Just moving on, I'm going to talk about the biggest challenge as a growth operator when you're first starting out. And this is just stuff that I personally felt. So when you're breaking into growth operating, it feels literally impossible without actually having clients, right? So many people are like, oh, if I don't have clients or whatever, why would these guys want to work with me, right? Like there's so many other growth operators that already have clients, so why would they choose to work with me? Okay, so then again, it says you need experience to get clients, and then you need clients to get experience, and then this creates, well, this revolves in you actually getting frustrated, right? Like you literally get frustrated, like, oh, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I need clients, right? Maybe this business model doesn't even work. Okay, and then again, that stops most people before they even start. Now, the good news, guys, is that, and the reason why I'm making this video, is that there's a proven path, guys. There's a proven path, method, whatever you guys want to call it, that does not require tons of previous clients, testimonials, case studies, experience, whatever it is, right? It doesn't require all of that, right? I've seen people sign clients with no experience at all, no previous clients, no previous testimonials, right? So there is a way, guys, right? There is a way. Don't quit before you even start getting frustrated. Oh, it's not going to work out. I need case studies. You don't, right? And one thing is, all these successful growth operators you see, even me, right? All of these people, including myself, again, started with 0 clients. So we had no clients at all. So now I'm scaling to $50,000 to $60,000 a month. Like the last few months, we've hit $50,000, right, consecutively. I'm 18 years old, guys. I'm telling you, this business model's changed my life. And on top of that, you have to get out that mindset where you're like, oh, I need previous case studies. These guys are not going to work with me, to being confident in yourself. Because once you actually make that switch, again, you're going to get tons of more clients, as I'm going to explain in the video. So just moving on. Step 1 is that outreach is everything. Like you guys literally will not sign a client if you're not doing outreach. No client is magically going to start coming to you being like, hey, I want to work with you. It's not going to happen when you first start. No client is going to magically, come to you and be like, Emad, let me work with you when you first start. It's not going to happen, right? So the only way you're going to get clients when you first start is doing outreach, okay? So outreach is what? Reaching out to creators, reaching out to the clients you want, potential clients, whatever, okay? So this is like the 3 steps that I would say, I don't know where to move my camera, I'll just keep it here. This is the 3 steps that I would say when it comes to actually outreach on how you can actually be successful. So the first thing, volume is key. You can't send 5 messages a day, guys, and just give up, right? You can't send 5 messages, 6 messages, 7 messages and be like, yep, that's enough for the day. I'm gonna wait for them to respond. And then you question why they're not responding to you, and you question why you're not getting results. And the only reason why is because you're barely sending anything. So volume is key. You can't send 5 messages a day. Consistency beats perfection every single time, guys, okay? Now, the next thing is the platform choice. Some of you guys message them on TikTok and you're like, why is it not working? I'm like, bro, why would you message them on TikTok? I've seen people message like creators on TikTok, okay? So Instagram offers the best mix of casual and business communication. You don't want to use TikTok. You don't want to use other platforms, really. Instagram is obviously the best in terms of outreach, in terms of actually DMing these people. So make sure you're on Instagram. And then the last thing that I will say is a daily commitment. You have to do outreach, okay? You can't slack for even one day. When you're first starting out and you want the client, you cannot slack, okay? One piece of advice I'll actually give you guys that actually helped me when I first started is this, okay? In your mind, guys, when you're first starting the outreach, when you're first reaching out to these creators and you're a little hesitant, remember this. You're always one nice message or one good call or one potential client from literally changing your whole life, okay? So when you're doing outreach, remember that you're literally one message away from like potentially changing your whole life. I'm telling you, one client can literally change your whole life, guys. So remember that in terms of outreach, if you send one good message, one good client or one good creator wants to work with you off of that message, that could potentially change your life, okay? So never give up. That one message you never even thought would work could change your life for the next few years. You never know, inshallah. So make that a habit to do outreach every single day. And then again, at the bottom here, if you can follow my mouse, it says Outreach is the only way you're going to sign a client when starting. There's no magic formula or secret hack. It's just about consistency and having a genuine effort to connect with potential clients who need your services, okay? There is no secret hack. People are like, Emad, what is the method? This, that. It's consistency. And that's something that 99% of people do not do. They don't stay consistent. They start for 3 days and they send like 5 messages a day and then you guys quit. Okay, so the only way you're going to sign a client when you first start is doing the outreach, and not just outreach, but staying consistent when you're doing the outreach every single day, 20 messages a day, 20 good messages a day as well. You don't want to send the same message, copy and paste. Like, that's just lazy. If you guys actually want a client, you have to put all your work in, make it personalized, and I'll get into that later. Now, moving on, the next thing is Instagram optimization. So I just talked about how you're going to send messages on Instagram, right? So do you guys really think if you're sending messages on Instagram and your account looks like trash, you have no posts at all, you have barely any followers, whatever, no profile pic, do you guys think people are going to respond to you? Probably not, right? So that's what Instagram optimization is. Why it matters is because if your page looks unprofessional, people will not take you seriously. Your Instagram profile is literally always the first impression that potential clients will see or get out of your business, okay? So a polished profile will build instant credibility and trust before you even start the conversation. And then a profile checklist. This is like the 4 things that you can have in your Instagram page. So I'll move this here. 4 things that you guys should have. You guys can always use this checklist. Like, okay, am I missing one of these? You can always check back in this video. Firstly, you want to have a clear bio explaining exactly what you do. Then we're going to have a CTA. That's a call to action. So it's going to be like, DM me this or book a call here. You want to have that in your bio. Then you want to have tons of lifestyle content for authenticity. So lifestyle content just proves that you're a real person. People just want to see you guys that you're a real person. There's no secret tricks or whatever when it comes to making your account look nice. But if you're good at taking photos, you have good, even if it's random pictures of cars, whatever, you can add that to your page. That's like the best part. So just add a whole bunch of lifestyle content. And then lastly, a simple and clean aesthetic feed. That's like all you need. So I'm going to go to my page right now and show you guys. All right, y'all. So we're loaded up on Instagram, as you can see. Also, follow the Instagram if you guys haven't already. You know what I mean? We're trying to grow our page hella, but yeah, we're at almost 7K. But yeah, this is my page. So as you can see, if we go back, it says clear bio explaining what you do. As you can see, I say I'm a growth operator. Now, I don't actually recommend that unless you actually have like a lot of followers. When you guys first start, you should actually have like exactly what you do. Like, growth operating is what? Helping personal or helping content creators sell a course, right? So you can be like, I scale influencers and content creators to 30K a month. You can have that in your bio here. Then I just have M4 comp at 18 because, you know, I got a flex. I bought it in cash. You know, you gotta add the flex there. But then I have the DM me scale to start. And what that is that's a CTA. That's a call to action. So I told you guys right here, you need to have like a call to action to book a call. So you can DM me the word scale and then we'll try to get you on a call. That's literally all it is. So you guys should also have that DM me whatever, or try to get them on a call in the link in bio. Like, my link in bio links them to YouTube. You guys should probably have like a Calendly or something where they can actually book that call. And then lifestyle content, as you can see, you know, just random photos, as you can see, when I did Umrah, you know, stuff like that. And then lastly, just a clean aesthetic feed. So once you get all those down, all those 4 things down, you don't need a big account and you don't need to like spam reels like me every single day as I'm doing. You don't need to do this as a growth operator. Yes, it's going to help you and get your name out there. Like, I've got a lot of inbound leads, which means I've got a lot of creators that actually came to me. Instead of me reaching out to them, one of the clients I signed, they came to me and I closed them for around $3,000 and 15% rev share, okay? So obviously that's going to help, but if you guys have these 4 things, you should be good. Then again, just moving on, as you can see, professional means trustworthy. So if your Instagram profile is your digital business card, you have tons of lifestyle content, photos, stories, reels, that's going to make you look real and trustworthy, not like some faceless spam account, okay? And that's the impression that all these businesses want off you. They don't want to see like an account with like trashy posts or some spam account. They want to make it look like you're a real human. So as you can see at the bottom, the goal is just to look like a normal human, okay? Remember that. Some of you guys probably have personal accounts with like nice photos. It's the same vibe, just like changing, you know what I mean, like your bio or your description and stuff like that. But it's going to be really similar. Again, the goal you guys always have to have in your head is, do I look like a real human? Does this look like something that people would respond to? Think about it in like the business like perspective. Like, if I reached out to myself, would I actually want to work with that person? Like, if I was a business owner and that this was me reaching out and I looked at the account, is that something that I would respond to? Because if it's not, then change it up, okay? Now, step 3 is creative, genuine outreach, okay? So what that means is, when you're doing outreach, you don't want to send the same copy and paste messages. You want to make it creative. You want to make it personalized to the actual creator that you're trying to reach out to. So then they're actually going to respond, right? As you can see, first step, avoid spam. Copy and paste messages are always like immediately ignored. So if you're sending the same message, hey, whatever, I seen your account, I see potential, mind if I get you 10 to 15 clients, blah blah blah, and you send that to every single client that you see, they're not gonna respond. Okay, then you're gonna be like, oh, growth operating doesn't work, but in reality, it's your outreach that absolutely sucks. Okay, so copy and paste messages are always ignored. Templates scream mass outreach and kill your credibility. Next thing is you want to be casual. Simple approaches always work better. So comment on something personal or start with the natural opener. Guys, something that I personally do, like I'm dropping the sauce right now. Something that I personally do is I look at their highlights or I look at their stories. And if they're like, maybe in like Miami or something, or, they're on vacation, I'd be like, oh, I'm actually going there in a few days. I just respond to them like that and then I have a genuine conversation. My tip and my trick to do when I'm actually doing the outreach is I just try to be genuine. I just send messages like random stuff. If they're in Miami, I just send, I'm actually going there soon. You got any spots you recommend me to go? And then we go from there. And then I talk about their business. I talk about what they do. Why haven't you started a mentorship? And then I can help you with that. Send them the call, close them. That's where the money comes from. Okay, that's the best part where we actually get paid. So you want to be casual first. Simple approaches always, always, always work better. Even me as a content creator, basically like a small one, right? I still get tons of DMs every day of people asking me, email this, that, the same copy and paste growth operating messages. The only people I hired into my agency are the people that had outreach that was just really simple, really, really simple, lowercase, simple, clean like that. That's the stuff that I like, okay? And then lastly, you want to show effort. People always respect genuine effort over automation, so take your time to actually personalize each message as I just said, okay? So moving forward, it's probably like one of the last parts, and it's asking for referrals. Once you land your first client, inshallah, then you actually want to focus on delivering actual good results, exceptional results, and building a strong relationship. I'll get into that in another video, or you can check out my other free course. I talked about what to actually do with these clients. Okay. Next, you want to leverage their network. You want to ask, do you know anyone else that might need this service after proving your value? Okay, that's really, really important, guys. Referrals is like the number one way to actually grow your business. That's like the best way out of any other thing. Word of mouth is the best thing you could possibly do. And then you want to multiply your client base. So once you actually ask for referrals, you're going to get tons of referrals. They can exponentially grow your business, even if these original clients do not stay long term. Okay. So once you land a good client, do good work, whatever, their network becomes your next opportunity. So job's not finished once you just scale them up, you make a few $1,000s. You actually want to get more and more clients. That's how you're actually going to scale to like 50, 60, 70K a month. Right? Again, 5 to 10K a month is cool. You can do that completely. That's completely fine. But if you want to break past that, if you want to get, your SVJ or whatever, Lamborghini, Ferrari, you have to start asking for referrals. You have to start networking. That's the only way you'll really make those big bucks. Okay. So a single satisfied client can refer multiple new prospects, creating a multiplier effect for your business growth. Now, as you can see, this is just a simple breakdown on what the referrals actually do. The referral multiplier effect. It's like a video game. You're like multiplying your XP. Like, I don't know if y'all played Subway Surfers, like you get that XP multiplier. You know what I mean? Same thing. So as you can see, first client, your initial success story and proof of concept. That's off the first client. That first client, guys, you have to do a crazy good job scaling them because that's gonna actually dictate your whole future as a growth operator. Now, even if you do a bad job, that's cool. I get it, right? But I'm saying you have to do your absolute best to scale these guys up because if you get your first client good results and you get referrals and the referrals are like, oh, this guy Emad is actually a good growth operator, go to this guy. You get tons of more clients and then you start making hella cash and then you go ahead and buy your M4 competition. It's just like that. So again, 3 to 5 potential referrals after you actually, ask for referrals. They'll probably give you like 3 to 5 people, maybe less, maybe more. And then again, that results in growth potential. You can 10x your whole account, your whole business, and then exponential business growth through word of mouth. So referrals are the fastest way to scale because they come with built-in trust, credibility, and when someone actually refers you, they're basically vouching for you, right? They basically give you like a whole testimonial. And on top of that, whenever you scale a client, guys, ask them to like send a testimonial video, like a 30-second vid saying, hey guys, I just worked with Emad and he's been absolutely amazing. He scaled me to this, whatever. Always ask for testimonials and you can add that. Okay. Then the next time you do outreach, you can actually say, hey, I just scaled this guy and this is a video of him, his testimonial, whatever, or you can put on your page. And then you keep multiplying that. It's like a game, guys. It's literally like a video game. That's how I see it. Okay. Now, the last slide before this presentation is done, guys, is your action plan. You want to firstly, we're going to go over all the steps that I just talked about on this whole YAP session. Okay. Firstly, you want to optimize your Instagram account. You want to make it look nice and clean. Okay. Clean up your profile, add a clear bio, post lifestyle content, whatever. That's the most important thing because the outreach doesn't even matter if your account looks like trash. If your account looks like bogus, whatever, and you have like the worst spammy account, terrible photos, no profile pic, you're not going to get the results in the outreach. So this is the most important part, optimizing your account. Once your account looks clean, you want to start the outreach. You want to start sending 10 to 20 personalized messages. Personalized messages, guys. Don't get lazy. Don't start copying pasting. You want to send it personalized every single day on Instagram. Consistency is everything, unless you will not get the results that you want. Now, you want to actually deliver good results. Obviously, I didn't really talk about that in the video, but I'm going to probably make another vid. Let me know in the comments if I should on how to actually deliver for these clients. You want to focus on actually delivering for your first client to create a strong foundation of referrals, okay? And then lastly, ask for referrals, right? You don't be scared to ask. Even if you're doing the outreach, guys, and they say like they don't want to work with you, you can still be like, okay, cool. Do you know anyone else in the space that would actually want a growth operator or want this service done for them? You know, you don't have to sign them or get them good results to ask for referrals. It's just way better, okay? And then actually ask for referrals. So once you've proven your value, systematically ask satisfied clients for introductions to their network. That's it. That's literally all growth operating is for signing a client. I know it's a long presentation, guys, but I hope you guys got tons of value out of that. The last thing I would say, guys, is remember at the bottom here, every successful growth operator, me, myself, making 50K a month at 18, I started with no clients. All of these guys start with no clients, you know? So the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is consistent action on these 4 steps. If you stay consistent in all of these, you'll see results. If you don't stay consistent, and I know it seems easy because you guys are watching this video and you're probably motivated or you're hella excited, but once you actually on your 3rd day of doing outreach and you're not getting results, that's when a lot of people quit the business model or try to go to something easier. And then that's why no one's really successful in growth operating. Well, not that many people. So again, what's going to separate you from the rest is actually staying consistent on these 4 steps, guys. That's literally all it is. And yeah, whole yap session, but I hope this actually helped you guys out. I guarantee you guys, if you just take my advice on this, I don't know how long this video really was, but if you take my advice on this and you actually take action on whatever I just said, I guarantee you guys you'll see results. I know everyone in this video wants to make 5, 10K, 15K a month, 20K a month. I know I was in your guys' position, right? Like my personal story, I'll get into that right now, is like when I first started, actually let me go full screen for this. Alright, so I'm gonna tell my personal story just for a little more. So yeah, when I first started this whole growth operating journey, I was cooked. I had no client results, whatever. That's when I had to stay consistent, okay? That is like one of the most important things. You want to firstly take accountability. You have to admit when your outreach sucks. You want to take advice from other people, okay? This is actually my personal community. It's called the ICT. If you guys don't know already, this is like where I actually mentor people personally. If you guys want to join the ICT, first link in the description, but I'll show you guys right now what it has. So we have people. This is just giving you guys motivation that it works, right? I'm not even selling you guys something. I'm really just showing you guys that this stuff actually works. So as you can see, Alessandro signed a client, 20% rev share, and he's gonna get 6K close fee, which is just insane. $6,000, just like that, right? And he joined like 2 weeks ago. This is what I really want to show. If you look at this, where Khaled's saying this is so important, right? This is like the most important thing ever. He's saying if you're not seeing success in signing your first client, take accountability. Your outreach probably sucks, you know? So he said improve your outreach. I was struggling to pitch halal clients for 2 weeks, and then he realized his outreach absolutely was terrible, and then he listened to what I said about keeping it natural, and then he signed his first client, alhamdulillah. And then there's more people, like again, this guy signed his first client, 25% setup fee. Mohammed, you can see he signed a client as well, another setup fee. $4,000 setup fee off this client. I'm really just trying to give you guys motivation that this works. Like this guy in the span of a day signed a client for 2K USD, and then under that, you can see another one, 4K USD right here. And as you can see here, he said, everyone, I didn't get lucky. Wallahi, I just grinded every day for many hours with no results. That's true. This guy was a hustler, bro. I'll tell you right now. So this is what I want. This is what I want to talk about. He was a hustler. He grinded every single day. For his first whole month, I don't think he saw a single result, a single dollar, right? Now he's scaling to like around 20K a month. Like, I'm not even lying. I'm not the type to lie about results or testimonials. There's people here that don't make money. But I'll tell you right now, this guy is up 20K last month, and it's literally all because he stayed consistent. That whole first month he saw no results, and then he went from $0 to 20K in that next month. SubhanAllah, it's crazy. So I want to tell you guys right now that if you really just trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this plan, like again, another guy signed a client for 2K, 25%. If you guys firstly trust God's plan, and then you stay consistent and you do your job as a growth operator to stay consistent with the outreach, do as much as you possibly can to get results that you need, then inshallah it'll work out. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. Now, if you guys want to get into this ICT group, I'm still accepting. I know a lot of you guys are like, when am I going to get accepted? Now, if you guys actually want to get into the ICT program, like again, guys signed a client for 30% rev, 360,000 follower client. Insane, right? It's mental. If you guys want to get inside this ICT program, first link in the description. Again, you guys can actually apply and just learn more about growth operating, what the ICT is about. In here, you'll actually get taught by me personally, No, I'm not selling you guys some BS, guys. You guys don't have to do this, but I'm telling you, if you actually want to get better as a growth operator, or you want to sign your first client, you want to be in a nice community with tons of, supportive brothers, then yeah, first link description, apply there. Please follow my Instagram, bro. Let's get to 7K. And lastly, guys, I just dropped a whole free tutorial on how to sign your first client. So if you guys are still watching this, please drop a sub if you haven't already. Like, I'm saying, like, please drop a sub, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep dropping free value if y'all like the content. So click that like button, comment down, whatever, like you like the vid, whatever. Please, bro, I'll leave a response to all of y'all. And hit that sub button, subscribe, because we're about to blow this page out. We're about to be the best growth operating page on YouTube. I'm about to drop hella sauce. So yeah, make sure you guys do all those things, and stay consistent with outreach, because I want to see all you guys sign a client. Let me know next video ideas, what you need. If you want to know how to fulfill for these clients, how to actually do what you have to do as a growth operator after you do the outreach. And yeah, without further ado, guys, it's been Emad Scales, and yeah, I'm gonna hang up the vid. Please subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace out.